Welcome back, my people. I hope we are still going through the conditions we are posting each and every day. Back to our point of discussion, whereby we are talking about otitis media or a ear infection. If you are there and you have not subscribed, just click the subscription button, put the notification bell on so that whenever we post any video, YouTube will automatically notify you, and you will never ever miss any of our content, because it's more educative and very important in your day-to-day life, because all these conditions we are discussing, it's you guys who have given me to discuss. That means they are the common conditions to human beings. Why should you be left behind? Why should you say later you wish you knew? Let's share, let's continue subscribing, and we will get enlightened as time goes over and over. Back to our topic. What are the causes of an ear infection or otitis media? That is the question we should ask ourselves. What causes otitis media or a ear infection? Here, a ear infection is caused by a bacteria or virus in the middle ear. Bacteria or virus in the middle ear causes ear infection or otitis media. This infection results from another illness. So, otitis media doesn't come by itself. If you have ever been in an hospital, you have had something called ENT, or ear, nose and throat. That means any condition in your throat, any condition in your nose, it will affect the ear, because the three go hand in hand. That is where this point comes in, where that says this infection or ear infection or otitis media result from another illness, for example cold, flu or allergy, that causes congestion and swelling of the nasal passages, throat and Eustachian tubes. Let's discuss about the role or the functions of Eustachian tubes. These are a part of the narrow tubes. This is a description for the word Eustachian tubes. They are a part of narrow tubes that run from each middle ear to high in the back of the throat behind the nasal passages. I hope you get that. The throat end of the tubes open and close to one. So when the throat end of the tubes open and close, the following happen. So it opens and closes to one. Regulate air pressure in the middle ear. Number 2, refresh air in the middle ear. Number 3, drain narrow secretions from the middle ear. I hope you get those 3 functions. So, swollen Eustachian tubes can become blocked, causing fluids to build up in the middle ear. This fluid can become infected and cause symptoms of an ear infection. I hope you get that very clearly. In children, the Eustachian tubes are narrower than in adults and more horizontal which makes them more difficult to drain and more likely to get clogged. I hope you get that. In children, the Eustachian tubes are narrower than in adults and more horizontal, which makes them more difficult to drain and more likely to get clogged. Let's discuss about the role of adenoids. I hope you have ever heard of adenoids. What is the role of adenoids? And what are the adenoids in the first place? What do we refer by the word adenoids? Adenoids are two small parts of tissue high in the back of the nose, believed to play a role in immune system activity. Adenoids are two small parts of tissue high in the back of the nose, believed to play a role in immune system activity. That's why when the doctor inspects your nose, sometimes you may hear the doctor saying the adenoids are swollen or inflamed, or he may tell you there are those small pads in your nose that are swollen or inflamed. Those are the ones which are called adenoids, and their work is to fight against infections. In fact, they are in the same class as the lymph nodes, like the tonsils. So they fight against infection. That's why that point says it's believed they play a role in immune system activity. So, because adenoids are near the opening of the Eustachian tubes, because the adenoids are near the opening of the Eustachian tubes, swelling of the adenoids may block the tubes. Which tubes? The Eustachian tubes. So, because adenoids are near the opening of the Eustachian tubes, swelling of the adenoids may block the tubes, and this leads to middle ear infection. I hope you get that. Another point, swelling and irritation of the adenoids is more likely to play a role in ear infections in children. Swelling and irritation of the adenoids is more likely to play a role in ear infections in children. Another point, children have larger adenoids compared to adults. Children have a larger adenoids compared to adults. That's why you will find that adenoitis or inflammation of the adenoids is more likely in children than in adults. This marks the end of our discussion today about ear infection or otitis media. And in the next video, we'll be talking about other conditions related to ear infection. And I hope we are going to gain from this topic, because ear infection or otitis media is very much common. I don't know if there is anybody who can claim he or she has never seen an ear infection or somebody draining pus or fluid from the ear. So guys, let's continue subscribing. Close to 10,000 subscribers. I do appreciate for the far we have gone, and it's through your support that I'm where I am. So guys, let's keep the support on. Let's continue subscribing, sharing, and liking our videos so that they may help us and that this channel may grow to greater heights. So have a wonderful weekend, and let's meet in the next video. Goodbye.